These are the questions that you guys want to know about, amputees. So let's just get right into that. Hello, I'm Royal Rainy Winds. Thank you guys so much for joining me for another video. If you've not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button and get to know me. In today's video, we're going to talk about 5 frequently asked questions. 5 frequently asked questions for amputees. So, question number 1 is, what is phantom pain and have I ever experienced phantom pain? Well, phantom pain is pain that is coming from a body part that is no longer there, right? So yes, I have experienced phantom pain before, right? So phantom pain is, imagine you have a body part amputated, right? And before the amputation, you had pain in that body part. Well, even though the limb has been amputated, you can still feel those sensations in that missing body part. You could feel like a throbbing pain, like a burning pain, like nerve pain. These all still exist, Previously, doctors believed that this was more of like a psychological problem, but with more research, with MRI and stuff like that, doctors have discovered that phantom pain is actually connected to your brain and spinal cord, because those nerve endings that were connected to that limb is still like when the MRI testing is done, it shows that those nerve endings are still like active when the person is feeling pain in that missing limb, right? So phantom pain is real, it does exist, and it has to do with your brain and your spinal cord, right? So I remember when I used to have phantom pain, I would just have like this nervy kind of pain, like throbbing, you know what I mean? And the only thing I would do to help me, I would just like hold on to my limb, like the way I'm doing this right now. I would just like hold it like, like a tight compression onto it. And every time I got like that shooting pain, I would just like hold on to my limb like this until like it stopped. And that really kind of helped. I don't know why, it just did. But my phantom pain kind of like diminished over time. And now today I don't experience it anymore, but I had it for numerous amounts of years, okay? Question number 2, how do you pay for a prosthetic? That's such a good question. You pay for a prosthetic either through your insurance. If you have health insurance, then that would be like the best way to, afford one. The next thing you can do is, I know there's few companies out there that sponsor people for prostheses that, don't have one or in certain situations. So, if you could find one of those organizations, there's so many of them out there. If you go into Google or any social media, that would be the best place to start looking for such people. I know if you reach out to, other amputees and stuff like that, they can direct you in the right place to find those. The next thing you could do is also hold like maybe a GoFundMe. Just put something out online, say, hey, I need a new prosthesis, and whoever wants to help will go ahead and donate to that. I think those are the ways I know that you could get a prosthesis, right? Question number 3, how long after amputation can I wait before I wear a prosthetic or a prosthesis? Well, that depends on the person. Everyone heals differently. Some people might heal faster than others, right? So you can't just compare yourself to someone and say, well, this person, started wearing a prosthesis 2 weeks after, and it's 6 months in and I still can't wear it. That's okay, because every amputation is different. You know, what caused a person to have an amputation is also different. So people are going to, you know, be in different levels of pain, different levels of comfort, and then different levels of fitting, if that makes sense, because it depends on your limb how the prosthetic will actually fit you. Okay, so that is going to vary. You're going to need like physical therapy and all that stuff. So I can't just give you a time of how long it will take you after surgery to wear your prosthetic. Could be 2 weeks, it could be 6 months. So just give yourself a break, continue working towards it, and you will get there, all right? And question 4 says, how long will a prosthesis last? Guys, you guys are coming with the best question. This is a really good question. Your prosthesis can, well, it depends. If you're a child versus an adult, your prosthesis is going to vary greatly because, you know, children are more rough, they're playing more, they're doing things that could, you know, go into the ocean. Those things can ruin your prosthesis. But other than that, as a child, as you grow, you know, it's a prosthetic leg, so it's not going to grow with you. So if you are growing as a child, you will need to replace your prosthesis yearly. That's what happened to me as I grew up with it. I had to change it yearly because I would grow every year and it wouldn't fit me anymore. So every year I would change it. As an adult, I changed my prosthesis. The difference with being a child and changing it yearly because of growth, you know, as an adult, if you gain weight, your prosthesis won't fit comfortably. If you lose weight, it also won't fit comfortably, okay? So these are factors to consider. Moreover, the liner that you wear inside of your prosthesis, that is normally replaced every 6 months. It lasts a pretty long time. You know what I mean? You might have to get your socket, changed over. If you guys don't really know prosthesis and know what I'm talking about, please leave me a comment down below. Please send me a DM on Instagram and I can explain more to you guys, or I could go make a video going over the different parts of the prosthesis. Prosthesis can last a long time. I realized that I'm going longer with my prosthesis now. Before replacing it, like I can go, you know, like 2 years or 3 years, something like that, before getting it replaced. And it totally depends also on the kind of prosthetic that you have. Like I said, the socket of the prosthetic is normally where you would want to get replaced, because the socket can change, you know, over time. The fit can become like, you know, different, if you get where I'm coming from with that, okay? Yeah, okay, and we're on to question 5, right? So this is the last question. Question 5 says, how often do I need to visit my prosthetist? Okay, the prosthetist is the person that fits you for your prosthesis. Your prosthetist is the doctor for your amputated limb. Okay, I think like every 4 months is good to go see your prosthetist. Have them check you out, make sure that your gait is still good, your limb is still fitting comfortably, you don't have any sore spots, or, you know, because sometimes you need adjustments, you know, they know how to do that. So I would say like every 4 months, or depending on your level of comfort in the prosthetic, okay? So that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Don't forget to leave me a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. So we'll just catch up in another video. Bye.